You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com. We got a pretty funny request, and the only reason it's funny is because it's true. The funniest things in life are true. Nick writes, "Hey asshole, I hope you are doing well. Have you ever noticed that the less mentally stable a woman is, the more she prefers cats over humans?" I like how you craft that because it's prefers and there's a correlation, not 100% correlation coefficient. I like how you know that not all gals that have cats, you know people that have had cats and they're fine people. But yeah, I have noticed it. A lot of people have noticed it, yes. A prime example of this is my estranged aunt who is in her late 40s and is your classic liberal feminazi hairy-leg vegan who thinks all men are evil and that any problem can be solved by just throwing government money and programs at it, which has worked out wonderful since the Great Society. When I last saw her, she had at least 3 cats, 2 of which are about as old as I am, 19, and one that had some form of cancer. She spends ridiculous amounts of money and time keeping these cats alive when they should have died years ago. Yep, that is the difference. Little fluffy muffins get sick, and I like fluffy muffins, but we're not. I remember one gal, she wanted was it a kidney transplant for her cat? Some insane thing. And it was like a $5,000. I'm like, sorry, a 22 bullet is a lot cheaper, and little Cuddle Muffins is going away to kitty heaven. But that, I mean, you're hitting them all here, like multiple cats. Now, your aunt is a stereotype, but stereotypes are stereotypes because of an element of truth to them. And then, yeah, when they keep these poor creatures alive, well beyond hell, what even these poor animals want to be alive. I mean, it's like, put the poor cat down. But as you can imagine, with people like this, they love themselves more than they even love their precious little mittens, because it was never about mittens, it was about them being wanted and loved by something. Not only that, but when she adopted another cat from a friend who could no longer keep hers due to financial reasons. How expensive is it to keep a cat? Cats, they're the ones that are supposed to take care of themselves. How screwed up are your finances? You can't afford a cat. She wrote up and forced her friend to sign an agreement that, among other things, she would never own the pet again. My God. Oh, wow. I know. Women with horses are that's the worst. Women with horses, you fucking run. Because horses are not as expensive. Mittens is nowhere near as expensive as silver or the horses. That's a whole other level of insanity, genuine mental insanity. But when you have people signing leases to say you can never have this cat again, and you can't afford the cat, you have to give it up for adoption, because cats are so expensive. You have to realize the own special level of hell these people are in. Again, look up my article, how the left, horribly, relentlessly punishes itself. It doesn't have to be leftist, but there is some correlation, again, between elderly women with cats and leftist policies. I've also seen this type of thing on social media where girls that I know have daddy issues, bipolar disorder, as well as other issues, tend to post more cat-related pictures than they do human-related ones. Obviously, this isn't to say the case, as plenty of girls own small dogs like chihuahuas, and mentally stable girls can also own cats. But the general trend seems to be that unstable girls gravitate towards cats. Okay, you're 100% correct. What is it about cats specifically that attract mentally insecure women? Is there some sort of scientific evolutionary reason, or what? I don't think there's a scientific evolutionary reason. I'm gonna go with 2 very simple explanations, and I apologize if this is not as long as a video as you want, but I really do believe it's that simple. One, these people are not selfish, they are truly selfish, right? And to have good, healthy, normal relationships with other humans, you need to be selfless. And that doesn't mean you let yourself be taken advantage of, all right? You have a very high standard as to who you let into your life. But if you want to fall in love, you would love that person. I think love is defined as loving somebody else more than yourself. And that person does the same to you. Leftists in general tend not to be selfish. They're very selfish. They're only selfless with other people's money, and they do it for ulterior motives to make them feel good and look popular. Right? That's predominantly why they do that. So when you have a person who is selfish, they are incapable of having good long-term healthy relationships with other humans because it takes work. It takes work. Like, you have to be an interesting person, you have to work on your personality, you have to listen. That's another thing about being selfless. This has nothing to do with romance. It's just, I try to be a good friend by listening to what my other friends have to say, responding what they say, being a good friend for them. Same thing with your spouse or wife or husband or significant other. It is truly putting other people ahead of themselves. And when it applies, and this goes to, this will address more of a specific stereotype of the middle-aged older women, the spinsters. There is no man in their life because, again, they are too selfish to hit the gym, doll themselves up, look pretty, and deliver to what other people, in this case men, would like out of a wife or a girlfriend or a date or whatever else like that. Again, and you can see this on, not to slam on women, let's go another route. Have you noticed how a lot of these leftist millennial boys or leftist men in general don't really hit the gym at all? Same thing. They don't want to hit the gym. They think if they just spew talking points and tell women what they want to hear, and they're all socialists and Me Too and all that, then women will want them, and it never happens that way. The larger point is that these people are not capable of having long-term, healthy human relationships with other humans. All right? They might have some friends or colleagues, but especially when it comes to a significant other and a spouse, that's why you see these they're all over, certainly over 30, more, you can even say over 50. They don't have a man in their life because they're not capable of making people happy. A person will go in and is like, okay, you're what? You're more into kittens and muffins, you're more into your fucking ideology, you're more into whatever leftist, your feminism, your environmentalism, your crusaderism, your save the whales, save the bears, what? Okay, you obviously put more value on that than a loving romantic relationship with another person. I'm out of here. And so that is why you see the stereotype. They don't have healthy human relationships. All right. Then the other thing is, just because you don't have healthy human relationships doesn't mean you can go without attention, love, care, and compassion. You can be as lazy as all you want, and you can find solace in faux agency, meaning, and purpose in life in fake religions, like, well, religions themselves, but I call fake religions meaning the new ones where there's an ism. Communism, socialism, feminism, environmentalism, all the isms that people are indoctrinated to follow in school. But you are not going to get rid of the 2 million years of human evolution and several billion years of life on this planet evolution to be with people, or amoebas going back 2 billion years ago. You still need some kind of care and compassion going both ways. And the quickest way to do this is get a pet. Now, typically they go with cats because cats take care of themselves. Again, they're lazy. So I do have a little bit more respect for people who take dogs as opposed to cats, because dogs take more work. There's a little bit more of a sign of love and effort. But for the most part, you're going to see cats where they're just, because cats take no effort. And then you get to cuddle with muffins. Now, cats will eat your face off once you die. Go look it up. Cats don't really care. Cats are cats, Cats are just like women. The more you ignore them, the more they want to have to do with you. I've ignored cats. I'm allergic to cats. And by God, if they can't sense, well, he's not paying attention to me, that fucker. Well, I'll go show him. I'll go curl up to his legs and purr. And it's like, no, get away. But the whole point, getting back to it, the cats take no effort to raise. They take very little, and then you get some attention. It's not real attention. It's certainly not human attention, but you get some fake creature needing you. It is a substitute for human relationships. That's all it is. Now, again, let's go back to dogs to show you kind of... everybody likes to have pets. I've had pets. I love pets. I love my dogs. But where it becomes sign, okay, it's okay to have a cat, it's fine to have a dog, you get a gerbil, all right? Horses, fuck no, nobody should own horses. If I was, it'd be like, I'd eradicate it like polio. Like, no horses, no more glue. But a woman, for example, having one cat versus a woman who has 3, keeps them alive for 2 decades, has leases signed upon them, that's like the gals who are dog rescuers. And that is where it's like, okay, you don't just have one dog, you have 3 or 4, and you're always going to the dog shelter, you're always doing this, and good heart, thank you very much. Where's the fucking man in your life? And guys, if you're looking for a girl, go to a dog rescue place. Go dog rescue. And it's, again, well, dogs are easier, they're trainable, I don't really have to sacrifice, I don't have to give up, they need me, I get to cuddle with them, we get to play, and that surrogate substitute attention replaces that of a man. I have not seen, I'm terribly sorry, ladies, I wish I was lying, I'm not. I haven't seen it where men are the ones using dogs or cats or animals in general as a substitute. I've seen a couple people who like have service animals, like they got injured in war and they need a service dog. Okay, that's a little bit different. But when you're normally functioning and fine and you don't have PTSD and you weren't traumatized, you really weren't, you just think you were because you're a millennial, and you use it, you are filling a hole that you are too lazy to go out and earn the time and love and care and compassion of human friends and loved ones. And so that's why you see them with cats. And then when you have that attitude where you're lazy, and I got to think about laziness more often because there's so many things it describes in the world, but laziness may not be the perfect soil, though it could be, but it's definitely a fertilizer that helps grow mental disorders and mental diseases, fake or not. And yeah, this is why you have a gal, they don't see it. Overton's window is moving over here where everyone thinks everything is psychologically healthy. But this is where you see, a 58-year-old with cats, and it stinks to high heaven because she doesn't clean out the litter box. This is where they spend more time and love and effort with a cat than they would a human. This is where you are signing leases or ownership clauses. This is where you keep these poor damn things alive well beyond what they want to be, and they're in constant pain. And you've seen it. So that's what I think attracts the mentally insecure women is the seed is laziness. Now I'm kind of curious why men don't do it, because there are just as many lazy men out there today as there are women. I don't know how. I guess they just go play video games and jerk off to porn. I guess that's the opposite side of the same coin there. But yes, it is this laziness where they just are not willing to put forth the effort to become an interesting human themselves that other humans want to hang out with. So then they go find fake agency, point and purpose and meaning in life through false religions and isms and ists and crusades, and they wear their pink pussy hats and you're gonna stick it, whatever. Or dog rescue, or as you've seen, because they're easy to take. Dogs, like I said, you get a little bit more respect with dogs. They take some taking care of. But the cats, that's just I don't want to take care of anything, but I want the love and the attention. It's no different than a John getting a prostitute. But at least that's like, no, it is different. It is different because the guy's like, bye, and then you're gone. There's no delusion about like, oh, we have a relationship now. Bad analogy. Strike that one from the record. But yeah, that's my theory as to why you see cats. So for the boys and gals out there, whenever you see a gal with multiple cats, you walk in, it stinks like cats. I got to get a surgery for my cat. That kind of stuff where they love the cats more than they do their fellow human being. There's problems and issues there. So, all right, that's all the captain's got. If you got questions, the old captain has answers at assholeconsulting.com. If you like this little video, go get my book, Bachelor Pad Economics. You'll learn more about cats there. I think I actually did write a segment on cats and Bachelor Pad Economics. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.